Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
To get us started, here's a tweet by Bitcoin Magazine which says, Fed Chair Powell, possible to have more than one reserve currency. Now, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Let us elaborate it for you. We all know how malevolent the government can be, and more often than not, they have an ulterior motive. For example, why is the United States so invested in the Ukraine-Russia conflict? Apart from the obvious oppression and loss of life, what else is there to say? Do you think the U.S. reacted too quickly? We're talking about moving too quickly. It isn't the first time that the government has a hidden agenda that is unrelated to what is going on in front of our eyes. Don't get us wrong, we believe what is happening to Ukrainians is inhumane and should not be tolerated in any way. But what if that isn't the only reason the U.S. is rushing to support Ukraine? Before you throw stones at us, listen to us. To get you up to speed, let's start with a quick history lesson. A few years ago, the United States and Saudi Arabia agreed to trade oil in US dollars. This is a story we're sure you've heard before, right? Anyway, Saddam Hussein announced 2 decades later that he wanted to trade oil in euros. We're confident you are unaware of this. We've all heard about Saddam's fate. Saddam Hussein was sentenced to death almost immediately after U.S. military forces invaded Iraq for possessing weapons of mass destruction. Years later, Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi was also present. Gaddafi decided to trade oil in gold and was in the process of uniting Africans to form a single country. Gaddafi was assassinated by Libyan citizens after NATO intervened. This year, Russia and China agreed to supply gas in exchange for euros. Joe Biden quickly approves a $300 million defense budget to help Ukraine weather the conflict. Guys, are you serious? We're sure you've noticed a pattern here. We have to hand it to Putin no matter how ruthless he appears to be. The guy regulated Bitcoin in his country just before deciding to invade Ukraine. Now, Russia is no longer able to use the SWIFT system. Do you believe Putin intends to switch from the petrol dollar to the petrol Bitcoin? Is this the end of the world's reserve currency and the beginning of a new one? And if that's the case, are we prepared for what's to come? Now let's look at it from a different angle. Is XRP ready for a potential change in the financial industry? Without a doubt. In a literal sense, if the SWIFT system is here to stay, XRP will soon be a part of it thanks to the upcoming ISO 20022. And even if this messaging system dies a natural death as a result of changes in the world reserve currency, XRP will still win because of RippleNet. RippleNet can act as a bridge network between various banking systems, bridging the SWIFT gap and ushering in a new era. So in all honesty, Russia is one of the worst enemies the United States will face if the government continues on its path. Russians are currently opposed to Putin's actions. That brings up memories of Gaddafi. Will Putin face the same fate as Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi? Putin has been praised for being ruthless and a dictator in either case. Is this war between Russia and Ukraine being orchestrated by someone else because Putin claims Ukraine has threatened them? Volodymyr, on the other hand, claims that nothing of the sort occurred. Who of the two is telling the truth? And if they're not lying and believe they're doing the right thing, what exactly happened? Is Putin so insane as to declare war on a country that has done nothing to him? What is his ultimate goal? Because we doubt the world will allow him to take control of Ukraine. In any case, we believe that neither country's citizens should suffer as a result of this disagreement. It's past time for the true cause of this conflict conflict to be revealed and for them to find a solution to their problems. Late last year, SWIFT issued a statement stating that it is working with some major market participants to see how it can support interoperability in the development of the tokenized asset market. The current market capitalization of tokenized assets is relatively small when compared to cryptocurrencies and stablecoins, but the momentum for these digital assets is expected to accelerate rapidly in the coming years. According to some estimates, the total amount could reach $24 trillion by 2027. SWIFT is investigating how it can improve participant and system interoperability during the tokenized asset transaction lifecycle. The Brussels-based messaging platform planned a series of trials on issuance, delivery versus payment, and redemption processes in Q1 2022 to support a smooth tokenized asset market. These tests would include both traditional payment methods and central bank digital currencies, according to Thomas Zach, SWIFT's Chief Innovation Officer. SWIFT's vision of instant and frictionless transactions extends to new asset classes as well as traditional securities instruments. There's also a chance that XRP will be designated as a reserve currency, but in order for that to happen, we'll need to wait and see how things play out in the future. Following its investigation into a possible conflict of interest in the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit, Empower Oversight has obtained the first document containing information between two former Securities and Exchange Commission officials, William Hinman and Mark Berger, and Simpson Thacher. Following a Freedom of Information Act lawsuit last year, the document was given to the nonprofit organization. Empower Oversight stated at the time of the request that it wanted to look into potential conflicts of interest in the agency in regards to cryptocurrency law enforcement, particularly in the SEC versus Ripple case. It's worth noting that Hinman and Berger, two former senior SEC officials, left the agency and joined Enterprise Ethereum Alliance affiliate Simpson Thacher and Bartlett. To be clear, the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance is a collection of businesses dedicated to promoting the world's second largest cryptocurrency as a business solution. Aside from Hinman and Berger, another former top SEC official, Jay Clayton, is being investigated in the securities regulators lawsuit against Ripple. Following these officials' suspicions, Empower Oversight published a list of the top SEC officials associated with the companies named in the FOIA request on February 18, 2022, in order for the agency to gather relevant information to aid the investigation. The documents received, according to Empower Oversight, include 1,053 pages of emails from an email address linked to Hinman, as well as a 46-page document containing messages involving Berger. Due to formatting issues that resulted in blank and duplicated information, the vast majority of the information may not have been included in the report, according to Empower Oversight. Jason Foster, founder and president of Empower Oversight, said the release of the first document appears to be a step in the right direction, adding, "The SEC must keep its commitment to conduct additional searches in order to accomplish its legal obligation to transparency. Empower Oversight is committed to enforcing accountability through the public's right to know and will not back down." Furthermore, the market is influenced by Ripple's recent planned withdrawal of XRP to cover operational costs and distribute it to customers around the world. The price of XRP has started to fall again. After putting 800 million altcoins in escrow, Ripple Labs moved 100 million XRP. The transfer to the Bitstamp and Bittrex exchanges was planned, and the payment giant made 3 transfers. In 3 transactions, the payment giant moved $39.3 million in XRP tokens. Ripple used the XRP tokens to cover its operating costs and pay its customers around the world on time. The XRP tokens that were moved were sent to exchange wallets and escrow accounts, and supporters believe that a rise in the altcoin circulating supply will increase selling pressure. Because Ripple is the largest public holder of the altcoin, an increase in the circulating supply and XRP balance on these exchanges could have a negative impact on the price. The SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is rumored to be on the verge of reaching a long-awaited conclusion.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.